Welcome to State of the WWE, episode 119. What's up, everybody? This is State of the WWE, episode number 119. It's June 25th, 2019, so we're just a few days away from my birthday, and goddamn it, oh, I just swallowed my own spit. I love my own birthday. I can't believe that I'm going to be 35 years old. What the fuck is going on? And now I'm just going to get demonetized because I said the F word. But I don't care. But I will try to not say the F word as much anymore going forward. So anybody with kids in the car or something like that who's a little bit concerned. You guys ever been listening to this type of stuff? I feel like we all listen to shows more in front of our kids than our parents ever did, because all of our, think about this for a second, all of our parents used to listen to radio mostly, right, in the car, mostly radio or maybe a CD or something like that. And on radio, you know, it's like there's no swearing on the radio, so they're not allowed to. So one of the things to me is now everybody listens to YouTube shit, right? So I feel like a lot of times you're listening to stuff and your kids are around or in the car or something like that, and maybe someone drops a shit or a couple words or whatever, and you're like, all right, they didn't hear it or they won't. That's not so bad. But if somebody really starts swearing, you're eventually like, ah, damn it, I got to turn this off. All right, I'm gonna come back. So I am gonna keep it somewhat PG, sort of, if I can, for anybody that is doing that. I know that's weird, but I mean, I can't promise anything. So you probably still shouldn't listen to this in front of your 5 and 6 and 7-year-olds, but you never know. I know that some of you guys out there might be doing it. Just an interesting thing I thought of. So I feel like more than ever our kids are hearing bad words because we just like, you're kind of like, listen, don't say that. But, you know, they're like, oh, he said a bad word. And you're like, yeah, I know, but just you don't say that. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? You get it, right? I'm pretty sure one of the reasons why my ear was so messed up yesterday, I swear to God that those headphones have like bacteria in them. And that's disgusting. So let's not talk about it anymore. Let's get into wrestling. Let's get into wrestling news. Anything you guys want to talk about, super chat wise, Streamlabs donation wise, or whatever. I got a goal of $25 up there. We like doing the goals now. Everybody seems to like the goals. They're a lot of fun. $25. It's up on the board. We'll see if we hit it today. Also, Skype open and free. Anybody can call Skype 339-226-6610, and we can talk about whatever you guys want. I will take phone calls. But the first thing I'm going to do is go to Twitter, because earlier I asked questions on Twitter. I said, hit me up with whatever you want to talk about today, and we'll talk about it. There's all kinds of things coming out from Pro Wrestling Mag. Will Ospreay has been in this battle with Seth Rollins. Now they're bringing up each other's like salaries and shit like that. Which the whole thing is hilarious. But now Will Ospreay says WWE Raw sucks because of Baron Corbin. I would say that Raw doesn't suck because of Baron Corbin, but I don't think that he helps. But then again, we're all marks for not understanding what Baron Corbin does or whatever the case. I don't know. That being said, also Seth Rollins had comments on the Sports Illustrated podcast that Seth Rollins was on. He had comments, and we're going to get those comments right now because they're pretty friggin' funny to me. So let's listen to what Seth says. He kind of talks about what Dean Ambrose said and some of that shit. He says something about Dean taking his ball and going home, which kind of sucks because, Dean, worked out his contract. He worked through his contract and did everything he was supposed to do. So I don't really understand. I don't think he took his ball and went home. He finished out his contract and then went on. Oh, God damn you.
I hope that I speak for the other talent, and I've got a lot of friends in the locker room. We've had conversations like this before, and I feel like I hope that I'm speaking up. And you have a couple of guys who talked to me about it, and I had Roman Reigns hit me with a hard retweet and an exclamation point the other night as well, and I just feel like, yeah, man, it's time to stop just like taking them in the gut, to hell with it. If people want to talk, then let them talk, but it's time to fire back. Like, I'm just sick of it. And so, yeah, I hope that it is a rallying cry, and I hope that it is something that the rest of our talent feels that they can speak out about, and that if they feel the same way, that they don't have to, take this quote unquote high road all the time. Or if they don't, if they just want to let me be their voice, I'm fine with that too. Because, like I said, I really sat back. I've seen it all. I've listened to it all. And look, I'm a thinker, man. I think about stuff. So I put this stuff in my brain. I run through it. I wonder, maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, after a while, it's not frustration that's boiling over. These are the conclusions that I've come to, after watching what I've seen from other companies and other people and what they say and what they do. There's just nobody on the planet in entertainment that does what we do. It's just they don't do it. So you can talk about these other guys and these other promotions who think that they're the best in the world or they offer the superior product or whatever, but they do not run 500 live events a year. 500 plus live events a year, all right? That is top talent working over 150 matches a year on top of all the travel, on top of all the media, on top of all the training, trying to some jabronis in gym shorts who get to a ring and do high spots. On top of all the travel, on top of all the media, on top of all the training, trying to stay in the best shape so we actually look like wrestlers. Some jabronis in gym shorts who get to a ring and do high spots. Okay? So what we do, no one else does. The level that we work at constantly, no one else works at. And I dare anyone, anywhere, in any company on the planet to challenge me on.
Well said.
Well, Will Ospreay has challenged him on it because they're in all these bitchy arguments and fights now on Twitter. And, I don't blame Seth Rollins, by the way, for being pissed off. He's at the top of his, the game. He's at the top of the food chain. There's not a whole lot for him to really complain about over in WWE. So, when these other guys attack, when these other guys say things, I get it, man. I get Rollins sticking up for everybody or wanting to snap back on people. I do get that. I don't necessarily agree with him on everything, but I do agree with him to an extent. And I'd probably do the same thing. I'd be like, you know what, bitch, let's go. You want to do this? Like, let's go. I gotta get my ear is so fucked up that it hurts to do anything. I'm just trying to do all kinds of different stuff to my ear because it hurts. Everything I'm doing hurts. Speaking hurts. I keep hearing rattling in my ear, and it hurts. Every goddamn thing I do hurts, for God's sake. But so there you have it. But anyway, I asked you guys for questions on Twitter. You guys delivered questions on Twitter. KM Tucker, J Herbs, Seth Rollins being a whiny bitch who's high off Becky Lynch's booty and only sticking up for the company because he's on top with the strap. That's true. He's on top. Seth Rollins is on top with the strap, so he is sticking up for the company, no doubt because of that. I mean, I get that. But again, like, I get it. Like, I mean, you would too, because you're like, hey, I'm at the top of my game. I'm getting paid a shitload of money. What are you going to come out and bash the company? You're going to come out and bash the company? You're not going to do that. You are not going to do that. You're not going to come out and bash the company. I get why you wouldn't do that.
Super Chat Party.
Gerald Armstrong, what up?
Everyone knows that R-Truth is the star of the show on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, R-Truth is right now. He's like the best. He's one of the best things going, which is hilarious because we said make a 24/7 title, and it will be like it'll be like one of the top things they can do. Problem is, everything else is so bad, the 24/7 title is jumping up into a spot where the Intercontinental belt should be, to where the WWE World Championship should be, to where maybe the Universal Championship should be. But instead, everything is so bland and boring and stupid that the 24/7 title is the most interesting thing many nights because it is different. It's not the same old booking that they've been doing with everything else. That's the reason for that, which is, I mean, it is what it is. It should be something that's on the lower mid card that's awesome, but instead it's something that's on the lower mid card that's eclipsing the mid card and more because of how fun it is. Where everything else is so not fun and as ridiculous as it is, it can be ridiculous because shit bum.
Why does Corbin look like he's about to take my order? Why does Corbin look like he's about to pour me a round of Jolly Rancher shots for me and my friends? Why?
Rambo Mode. What up, Rambo Mode? Thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. That is 100% true. That is 100% true. It's just, I think it's part of the heel heat. They're trying to, I said this last night. I said this last night on my review. I just said, there's two different crowds. There's the crowd that are the marks or whatever. There's the guys that all believe it the way it's supposed to be. Like, they don't like Baron Corbin because he's the bad guy. But then there's people that really don't like Corbin so much that they turn the channel off. And so there's two different audiences, and it gets really confusing, booking-wise when you're talking about these things. It's just, it does. It becomes very confusing to figure out who we're booking for here. And that's one of the main reasons. But he's wearing that tuxedo or whatever, that dress pants and shorts. He looks like he's the guy holding the rope in front of a nightclub, but like the bouncer at the front of a nightclub. And he's got the ring, and he's opening up the gate and closing the gate for whoever can come in. But they do that with him because they figure, if he dresses this way, he's going to get more heat because he's boring. They don't want him to look cool. They don't want him to look like biker Corbin, the guy who's cool, who gets off the Harley or whatever, and he seems cool and shit like that. No, shave your head, wear this dress outfit or whatever, and that's going to, keep that, keep you from being interesting. Keep him from being cheered the way Kevin Owens is cheered, and that wouldn't have happened anyway, really. But if you do remember, at the start, we did kind of think Baron Corbin was all right. We were like, yeah, Baron Corbin's going to come in, he's going to dominate. I don't know if you guys remember this. I was listening to an old podcast with me and JD where we were talking about Baron Corbin coming in and just being awesome and badass and going on a run and everything. And it's like he came in and sucked for a year, and then we gave up on him. But then WWE figured out that he's a good heel and then used him that way. But all these people think, oh, he's so bad, he's ruining the show. Instead of being like, oh, I hate Baron Corbin, boo, I want to see him get his ass kicked. No one says, I want to see him get his ass kicked. They say, I want to turn the channel. So, now, you may think that that's wrong. You may be like the guy from Busted Open Radio who's sitting there screaming about, you idiots, that's what a heel's supposed to do. But what you don't understand, what he doesn't understand, is there's a different dynamic in the fans right now. And the fact of the matter is, it used to be that a guy like Baron Corbin should be getting heel heat, and people should be like, I want to see Baron Corbin get the shit beat out of him. I can't wait to see Baron Corbin get the shit beat out of him. Problem is, some people are doing that, but most people aren't saying that. They're saying, oh, God, him again? Oh, my God. Oh, fuck this. I'm watching the NBA, or I'm watching NHL, or I'm watching football, or I'm watching fucking something else. Whatever. I'm gonna go watch Lions play with each other's balls. There's so many different things. So you're actually losing that viewer. So what do? I don't know. It's a confusing situation, and that's the problem. It's not just yes or no or black and white. It's this gray area of decision making that has to happen. And I think Baron Corbin is pretty good in his role. I just think they have to be careful with, when he's at the forefront and when he's at the back end and how they use him. I'd like to see them get more. I'd like to see them do better with Corbin to where the point where you do want to see him get his ass kicked. And unfortunately, what they do is they get him out there and they don't get him to the point where you want to see him get his ass kicked. They get him to the point where you change the channel. And that's what they don't need. They need to figure out a way to make it all pay off.
Super Chat.
Spaz Phoenix.
YWC Mount Rushmore. Joe Jaco Kayfabe Good McWork.
Oh, thank you, Spaz Phoenix. I appreciate that. Those are all my buddies, so I'm happy to be on Mount Rushmore with my friends. Joe Jake. And poor Jake doesn't even do his own deal. He just mostly does it on my channel. But yeah, man, I love that Mount Rushmore. It sounds good to me. Can I be next to Greg though, so I can play with his tongue? I really want to play with Greg's tongue. Spaz Phoenix, thank you for the $2, Canadian baby. If you guys like to, go ahead and hit the like button and get us to 100 likes. That'd be sick. We have a goal of $25 up there. Looks like we're on our way to that goal. Apparently, super chats don't count towards the goal, but it is what it is. It has to be Streamlabs to get to the goal that's up there. You can use super chat or Streamlabs, whatever you guys want to do. And the phone lines are open too.
Corbin and Evans are like the president and first lady if both of them were gay. A busboy and maid, a turd and a southern turd, kill me.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. First lady, if both of them were gay. Oh, my God. Jesus. That's an insult to gay people, though, I mean, I think. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Is it? I don't even know. Anybody out there, let us know if that's an insult to you. I don't know if it is. Spaz Phoenix, dude, thank you for the super chats, bro. The Canadian money is coming in. So, looking over here at my questions that people had on Twitter that I put out there. The next thing was pretty important. This was something that was going around for a while. Rusev wants out. Rumors are out again that Rusev wants out of the company. But a lot of what's going on with Rusev is, number one, they've kept him off TV completely, it seems like. And also, Rusev's contract is up. So it's possible that WWE is trying a different strategy. It's possible WWE is trying a new strategy with Rusev. And think about this. This makes sense. Where before, you know, they made Dean Ambrose work up until the end of his contract, so he was on TV, he was everywhere. And then, the next second... the next second he is over at AEW. And I'm just going to put the caller on hold. Hang on one second, caller. I'll get you on in a second. And yeah, so Dean Ambrose shows up. He's hot. He's been on WWE TV. Now he's on AEW, you know? So maybe they're trying something new with Rusev where they're like, all right, well, if Rusev does not sign with us, fine. He's been off TV for so long, a lot of people maybe forgot about him and things like that. He doesn't have momentum that way. But if he does sign, then we can put him back on TV as soon as he, signs and everything's taken care of. So that may be a new strategy by WWE. It could be why we're not seeing him on the TV. Possibly why we're not seeing him on TV. Oh, sorry to the caller. We lost the caller. Feel free to call back and I'll put you back on, man. I muted myself. I didn't realize it, so you didn't even hear me say hang on a minute. But yeah, that's what I think is going on with Rusev. That's just my personal belief as far as Rusev goes. That's just what I think. Cole Zeller says, I think, he actually responded about the Rusev contract, funny enough. STARSCREAM is a $25 patron, producer level patron. So thank you to STARSCREAM. And he asked a question on Twitter. How about one of Vince dying? Jesus. Oh my God. Gorilla Strong says the impact WWE's new UK deal with BT instead of Sky Sports is going to affect them, and India is going to be pushed as the number 2 market in 2020. That's interesting. Yeah, that would probably hurt them a little bit. Way to sour a 30-year relationship with Sky Sports, says Gorilla Strong. At least I think he's referring to that. That is so messed up, man. Yeah, I think, Rollins was a little bit bitchy. I mean, it is funny that Rollins is going on and doing these interviews. Of course, they do it with their buddies at ESPN. These wrestlers would never go on a regular show or somebody else's show. I think except for Sam Roberts and guys like that who have the in at WWE, unfortunately, they get a lot of wrestlers on their shows and things like that. And I have obviously requested people for years over here, but I can't even get indie bumblefucks to come on this show. It's very hard. The only time I ever get wrestlers to be on this show for the most part is when they listen. You know what I mean? Like Drew Galloway or Drew McIntyre, like he came on because he knew of the show. You know? I mean, I did have JR on and some other people like that, but, you know, Joe Villa at WWE headquarters cares more about his, like, whacking off to pictures of Muhammad Ali than doing his job. 812, what's up?
Hey, Joe, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm just hanging out, looking at all this news. I figured I'd talk about it before SmackDown. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much, man. This is Melissa Saunders from Evansville, Indiana.
Nice, man. You're right near Bailey. What's going on?
Oh, not much. Been playing the PS4 W2K19, and then I just got the other day Satan's Prison, the Elimination Chamber DVD set.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, DVD set. That's you don't hear that a lot anymore. I still got all my old DVD sets. I remember when the WrestleMania DVD set came out. They only had the first 20 WrestleManias on it, and then they came out with the Royal Rumble set in, like, I don't know, 2002 or 3 or something like that. They had all the Royal Rumbles on DVD. I still have that. Yeah, those were awesome.
It's just the 3-disc set. It's just 3 discs like the other ones are.
Yeah, these are massive. Yeah, I haven't bought a DVD in a while, but I mean, of WWE stuff. But that's cool.
Yeah, it has Kane on. It has Kane autographed this set because I got it from Amazon.com, and it has Kane's autograph on it.
You know what I find a lot of people doing is they're going back and they're buying those DVDs, especially like younger people, because the stuff right now is so bad or like somewhat interesting. The people are so interested in what was going on the last 20 years that they're going back and they're buying all these old DVDs or different DVDs that were out because it's like it's exciting to go back and listen and watch all these other things. And then you watch the product now and you just kind of go, oh, it's kind of just... Wow.
Yeah, I know. I seen Raw last night. It was okay, but I mean, they did fix the commercials differently for their schedule for their matches and everything. That kind of helped it. Yeah. But I mean, why would they have Ricochet lose to AJ Styles on his first match when he's a champion in the first place?
I don't know. That is ridiculous to me. I get the thinking. Like, people think we're dumb. Like, oh, yeah, we get it. Like, he can lose. Yeah, Ricochet can lose to AJ Styles, and he doesn't lose the belt, and he lost to a legend, so it's okay, and or whatever. But it's not. It's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I did not agree with that. I couldn't believe that they did that. I thought for sure someone was going to interfere. Actually, to be honest, I was kind of rolling my eyes, like, oh, someone's going to interfere so that they don't have to whatever. And then that didn't happen, which I'm kind of glad it didn't. But at the same time, like, what in the world? This guy just won the United States Championship, and now he's in there with AJ Styles, and he loses? Like, it was so stupid. Good call, by the way, man. I appreciate that. Just ridiculous. I just thought that was a horrid booking decision. I get it, like, and they're trying to give us more of the sporting aspect, like I don't know. They're trying to build up AJ Styles coming back, I guess, but I don't know, man. That was what a weird decision that was to me. Like, that was just bizarre. That was bizarre. I did not like that.
Super Chat Party.
Spaz Phoenix, what up?
Trasha Skanks has to retire from in-ring. She got AIDS from her husband's boyfriend.
Oh my god. Yo, Kayfabe Candy Ass is in the chat. What's up, dude? His first match 24 hours later and dropping a loss. It could have been much worse. Still not good. I agree, Kayfabe Candy Ass. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. I mean, pretty bad to me, though. Pretty bad to me. Oh, Tommy, call Tommy. You think I should call Tommy? All right, I'll call him. Why? Oh, there it is.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Hey, what's up, man? How you been, man?
I've been doing good. How are you doing?
I just, I mean, I've been alright, man. I just wanted to talk to you about, you know, what was going on here.
What's going on?
You know, with, you know, everything going on with my, you know, with my dog.
What's wrong with your dog, man? I understand that you had to get surgery on it and everything. What's wrong with your dog?
Oh, it's just, you know, it didn't work. It wasn't working out well, you know, and just, I've been drinking, but, you know, she passed away in my arms, you know.
I'm so sorry, man. I've lost pets myself, dude. It's really hard to lose a pet. You know, you have a strong connection between the animal and man's best friend, you know, and it's hard to you know, lose a pet.
Yeah, man, I just I've just really been sitting here, you know. I just figured, no, you'd pick up of all people, you know.
I appreciate that, Dan. You reaching out to me like this. Like, you know, it's a hard thing to lose a pet, and you know that she's not suffering anymore. And, sorry.
You're right though. You're right though.
At least you gave her a good life. You gave her everything that you gave her. You gave her the, you know, the finest things, you know, that you can give her, and you know, she's just in a better place now, you know.
I want to revive the. I want to revive her, dude. Like, I want to revive her.
Well, that's kind of impossible, Dan. And once we're gone from this earth, we're gone. You know, like, it's kind of hard to do stuff like that. You know.
Well, I don't even care that, like, she's right here, you know, in my arms, like, you know, and it's like, I don't know, what do you do, bury it? Like, I don't, hold on a minute, I'm gonna revive her.
Best thing to do, Dan, is probably bury her. Like, that's...
Wake.
I don't even know what to say to this.
Wake up.
Right now.
Wake up. Wake up. Oh my God, wake up. Wake up. I hit her like 7 times. Wake up! Oh, wake up!
Best thing to do is just calm down, Dan, and just get yourself together. You know, like, you know.
Ah! Ah!
Just, you know, breathe in and breathe out, man. You know, just like, that's the best thing to do is just stay positive and just breathe in and find a blanket for her and just, you know, bury her, you know.
Oh, Debbie's pussy.
Are you fucking trolling me right now, Dan?
Oh, Tommy, my dog's pussy looks like Debbie's pussy.
You're fucking trolling me right now, dude. Fuck you.
Debbie's pussy. Debbie's ugly pussy. say it. It will bring my dog back to life.
Fuck you, Joe.
JayyMenAce pussy.
Fucking asshole. What the?
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna fucking die any second. That poor bastard. That poor bastard. Poor guy. My ear is fucked up, dude. It really hurts, to be honest, guys. Whew. All right, well. That is so, I'm such a dickhead. That was awful. That was terrible. Whew. Oh, my God. He would have been mad enough, but I ended with Debe. Yeah, that was really that was messed up. Put that call on Patreon. Yeah, I will. I'll have to do that. I think we need to come to the realization that Seth Rollins isn't a draw. I've already come to that. I mean, listen, it's not that he's not a draw, because he is some kind of a draw. He really is. As far as I'm concerned, Seth Rollins is a great mid-card draw. I think Seth Rollins is a phenomenal wrestler. I think on the mic he kind of isn't that good. But he's a draw, but I believe he's a mid-card draw, just like almost everybody on the roster is a mid-card draw. And when you're all mid-card draws, and you're all booked the way you're booked, you get mid-card attendance, and you're getting mid-card attendance.
Welcome to the new and improved Dan Cronin Show.
Yeah. Back to me, use my real name again. Gerald Armstrong, I guess Tommy just doesn't know what to call me,
Really, Dan? Fuck you, asshole. That's bullshit.
Hey, man, I just was trying to keep you on your toes and, wanted to say hi to you, but I didn't know how to say hi to you, so I figured I'd say hi to you with that, My dogs are both alive and well, baby. It's all good. Gerald Armstrong, thank you so much for the $1.99. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I do. No, he knew it was me. It's just my real name's Dan, so he was looking, he was using my real name. That's all. He just doesn't know what to call me. He's like, do I call you by your real name? Do I call you by Joe? I mean, what do I call you by? But anyway. The attendance for Raw, like, my God. WWE Raw drew the lowest crowd. There was reportedly 3,500 fans in attendance for last night's WWE Raw. That is insane. There was only 3,500 people at Raw. At WWE Monday Night Raw, there was only 3,500 people. That's fucking insane. And they are in, one of the worst areas, no doubt about it. This is going to be one of the worst attendance, you could get. I mean, we knew that, but all attendance is down. This is just one of those kind of like wake-up calls, shocking, sort of situations. 773, hello.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Man, why do we got to constantly hear about Seth and Becky, man? I'm tired of that.
I really couldn't care about them either.
Does it really matter?
No, they come off like brother and sister anyway.
Yeah.
Hello? Yo, choke that dog out, man. No, I'm just kidding. Hello? I lost you. My bad, man. 773, thanks for the call. Goddamn X-Pac's dog in the background fucking trying to eat your ankles. What the hell? That guy's dog is alive and well.
Oh, I know, because I'm watching your channel, and that's, wow, the only way you could call me is to troll me
What? The only way I could call you was to troll you? People asked me to call you, man. I called you. People said, call Tommy. Everybody said, call Tommy in the chat. I called Tommy. You know, what the hell do you want, bruh? Come on, dude. The people asked me to call you. I called you. I give the people what they want. Call Tommy, they said. I did. Dark Scavenger, you're kind of right, man. No one outside the wrestling bubble give a damn about AEW. They won't draw shit outside of it. I mean, this is what I've been saying, that they need to create new fans. They're going to have to create new fans. All the wrestling companies are going to have to create new fans. So, that's just the fact of the matter. If WWE doesn't create new fans, they're going to have problems. If AEW can't create new fans, they're going to have problems. Ratchet USA, what's up, bro? So yeah, you hope that they can create more fans, because it's such a mess that they're going to have to do that to go anywhere. But yeah, 3,500. Now Raw ratings are up, but we expected that after a pay-per-view. That's the way it always is. Raw ratings didn't go up much, though. You know, all the websites are like, Raw viewership went up. It actually barely went up. I mean, normally it goes up a lot more than this after a pay-per-view, right? Like, let's break down the numbers a little bit here. So, post-WrestleMania episode, which is the night after WrestleMania, did 29. It was up by like 5 million or something. Or 500,000 rather. Superstar Shakeup, it goes down. The next week it goes down. The next week it goes down. The next week it went slightly up a little bit. And then, of course, it went slightly up again. And then post Money in the Bank, it went up, of course. And then Memorial Day, it dropped. And then the next week it went up. And then it dropped post Super Showdown. Then it went slightly up to 2.2. But the trend is not good, because they started off at 2.9, 2.6, 2.3. Then they went into the 2.1s, 2.2s, 2.3s. Then they went 2.5. You know, so it's dropping down slightly. Steph Brady, what up? We're getting close to that $25 goal up top there. We're getting close to that goal. Bring the stuff! Steph Brady, 12.
The attendance for these shows are dropping like WWE's TV ratings.
Well, yeah. I mean, and this is what we said. You know what I love about this? And I know that some people are out there like, how can you be happy about this? Why would you cheer this stuff on? And I'll tell you why I do. Why part of me cheers some of this stuff on. Because for the past 4 years especially, all these stupid WWE mark idiots, and I'm a WWE mark, I love WWE, but all these delusional idiots were like, oh, Joe Cronin, you know, you're a scumbag idiot because WWE's fine, they're making the most money ever, they're not going to go, this ain't going to happen, you're a fucking asshole idiot piece of shit. And I was like, listen, eventually, as the ratings drop, the next thing to drop is going to be the attendance, because those people that were watching the TV show that said, hey, maybe I'll go to the show, are not going to be there, and then they're not going to go to the show, and then there won't be people at shows. So you can make all the money you want, but you'll be filming in front of an empty crowd. Which, fine, I guess, if you're still making the money you want, who cares if the crowd's there or not? But if you give a shit about that, you know, you're going to notice there's a problem. And certainly that's exactly what's happened. We're finally starting to see, this past year especially, finally starting to see the tarps being laid, and the empty rows, and the empty attendance, and some of the worst attendance ever in WWE history. And I love it in a way, in a sick way I love it, and the reason is because all these people told me I was a shithead and I was crazy. And, you know, oh, Joe, you know, you're an asshole and all these other things. Yeah, well, guess what? Who's the fucking asshole now? Go back and watch my Raw reviews and my wrestling reviews from 4 years ago and 5 years ago and even 3 years ago, and watch me try to fight with morons and tell them why this is going to be a problem. And they were like, oh, the TV ratings don't matter anymore. TV ratings don't matter anymore. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they will, because those people really are leaving. Because no one's leaving at this rate on any television program except Monday Night Raw. And then guess what? They don't go to the shows. When they're not watching the TV show, they're not going to go to the shows. And some people do go to the shows, actually, but still. So now you're finally seeing it, and I got a big smile on my face because I was right and you were wrong. I don't care what anybody says about having the best wrestlers, having the biggest company. Nobody else does what we do, like Seth Rollins says. Yeah, no one else does do what you do. No one else takes a $1 billion company or whatever it is and pisses away its audience like you do. Nobody could possibly do that. You know what I mean? Nobody could possibly fuck up like you have fucked up, you know? Just like nobody possibly could do what the Browns did a few years ago when they didn't win a goddamn game like almost the entire season. Remember that? That was great. Remember when an NFL team like couldn't win a fucking game? But yeah, it's time to lay the fucking tarps, baby.
It's time to lay the tarps.
It's time to lay the tarps.
It's time to lay the tarps. It's all about the talk. It's all about the hard can't places. It's all about your scene if you can't stand it. It's all about the plans and who's gonna fake it. I am the talk, you don't wanna lay me. Damage control, no way you can see me. Fans all paying, I know they're angry. It's in the pain before Cody takes me. Throw your contracts, please don't run. Too late up with belly gun. We are the big leagues and we make the rules. Here and dance like too cool. Trying to figure out what your game is gonna be. Get over 4 months in NXT. Don't you forget there's no fans here today. Cause I have the tops and they're going to lay.
Time to lay the tarps! Lay those fucking tarps, baby. They're fucking laying out. They're fucking raping them tarps right now, man. Those tarps are flying all over the West Coast.
I know, because I'm watching your channel.
Oh, I know, because I'm watching your channel.
Is to troll me.
It's time to lay the tarps. 339, what's up?
Hey, Joe, I just wanted to speak on The Undertaker a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about The Undertaker. That's cool.
What's his fucking deal coming back? Like, is he just for SummerSlam, you think? Or is he going to do something at SummerSlam, or what?
I'm going to assume that he will probably do something at SummerSlam, but they're also going to do, you're going to use him right now. He's going to be in a tag team with Roman, so they're going to use him right now.
Yeah, but every week on Raw, or what? I mean, is he back, or, I mean...
No, he's not back on Raw. He was going to show up at the pay-per-view, and then he'll be back at SummerSlam probably, but he's not going to be on Raw every week. I mean, I would take that. That'd be kind of weird for him to come full-time back. But
I mean, is he gonna take the place of Lesnar, you think? Like the big...
No, I think because Lesnar will be at SummerSlam probably.
Oh, he's so...
Lesnar's got the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that's right. That shit's so disheveled, Joe. Like, just so...
Is this fucking young Republican?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know...
What the fuck, dude? What's up with you, man?
Nothing, just fucking, you know, watching this wrestling shit. I haven't been really, I can't really stay up for it. It's just...
I can tell. I mean, who could? It sucks. I mean, who could stay? Who the fuck? You know, if I was you, I'd be out fishing or something. I wouldn't be watching
yeah,
this
but I'm
shit.
waiting for the AEW, to be honest. So
yeah, dude, I can't wait for AEW because I feel like, I mean, dude, I'm gonna get more traffic. We're gonna get more views. More people are gonna be interested. You know, so yeah, I mean, I want AEW to come in too, man. I'll tell you what. And then if it does, when it comes, me and you are gonna double team a hooker.
Fuck yeah, man.
There you go, and Debe too.
All right, Joe.
All right, later, Young.
Joe.
Love you, Young. Okay, you bastard. Fucking Young calls the show. God damn, look at that. It's been a while. It's been a while since I could suck my own penis. Oh, yeah. Remember when Young took my Twitter account down? What a bastard. Anyway, what else do we want to talk about? Bray's coming back in the Undertaker-Roman match to mess it up. I mean, maybe. It could be that. I could see, you know, possibly Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. Maybe Bray Wyatt will take out The Undertaker at SummerSlam. You know, maybe that's what we could see, a big match set. for that point. That could be what they do. Oh shit! Put your hands in the air.
If Raw gave you AIDS, I'm not afraid to say. Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw, fuck Raw. Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw.
Do you think we'll see Taker versus McIntyre at SummerSlam? It could be a big match for SummerSlam weekend going up against Tarr and the NXT shows.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot about that rumor. Blastmao 5, thank you for the $7. You're getting us really close to that $25 goal. I think we're at $21, so thank you for that, man. Appreciate that shit. Yeah, that was the rumor, actually, was Drew versus The Undertaker. So I'd be happy with Drew versus The Undertaker or Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. Either one of those, I am game with that. Mahajdin, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the Joe Cronin Show. Alexander Jackson. Either one, I would like either one, but somebody's got to let goddamn Drew McIntyre beat them, you know? Drew McIntyre needs a big win. He really does. He's got to come in. He's got to have a big win. He can't have another one of these situations where he loses again. You know, it's having a guy with talent who's not even getting that much. No one's getting that much out of beating the guy, to be honest. You know, they'd get more out of beating Drew McIntyre at this point if Drew McIntyre had some kind of run with the belt, was an actual hated heel. And, you know, I don't know what they're going to do. But we'll see, I guess. I mean, I don't know. 339-226-6610. And I think that's all the questions that we had on Twitter. WWE superstar reportedly signing a multi-year contract with the WWE. This is a new breaking news story. Apparently, Jinder Mahal has signed a new 5-year deal with the WWE. We've been talking about how WWE's been throwing around 5-year contracts with so many people. Pro Wrestling Sheet says this. So Mr. Ryan Satan himself, saying Jinder Mahal accepted a 5-year contract. So there you go. Jinder Mahal will stay with the company for 5 years. Whoop-de-doo. A possible Extreme Rules spoiler, according to WrestleVotes and according to several other small sources that sometimes get things right, I guess. Aleister Black is going to work his first pay-per-view singles match at the upcoming Extreme Rules. But they don't know who his opponent's going to be. So that's not too much of a spoiler to me. You know, he's been saying he's trying to challenge somebody and somebody's going to fight me. And again, I thought you could have come up with a lot of different ways to make Aleister Black really interesting and to do something to make him seem more, just to make him a little bit cooler and to make him more interesting. You know, I don't really like the whole someone's going to fight me and just I'm going to fight you and fight me. I mean, I guess it is a little bit interesting in a way, but there's just not a lot of substance to it. You know, just come out and be like, somebody's going to fight me. I'm sure that the first time someone does, maybe that will be kind of exciting, so that's what they wanted, so I can understand that. But to me, it's just like there's so much opportunity with making him kind of cool or making his character more interesting than just some guy coming out and saying, oh, you know, somebody fight me or whatever. It's just very boring and plain. Could be Balor. It seems like maybe Balor's hurt is why they're keeping him off TV. You know, I don't know. It's very bizarre as to why they're keeping him off TV or why he's not on TV or where Balor's been. So him being injured, I guess, has to be the reason why we're not seeing Balor, which if that's the case, then I get why they did it. Because, you know, it didn't make sense to me that Rey Mysterio only needed 4 weeks to heal up. Rey Mysterio could have easily not coughed up the United States Championship. He could have just held on to it. He had time to heal. He didn't need to give up the belt like he did. But, you know, it would have been off TV, and now the Intercontinental Championship has been off that same way. But if Finn Balor is injured, then I guess then he can come back from the injury. It's, you know, you don't want to see him have to relinquish the belt. So I suppose then that's the reason. Then I get that. Then they get a pass because there's a problem. Somebody with Ice Poseidon name in the chat. Yeah, that guy, that Etika. I didn't really know him. I never watched him, really. But yeah, I guess he is dead. I can't believe it. They found. Well, I mean, I can, but I thought it was a stunt. I was hoping it was a stunt. But there's lots of phone calls that I missed or that I'm waiting for to come back. But yeah, unfortunately, he's really dead. I thought it was a stunt. 541, what's up?
Hello. Sorry, my mouth is full of Taco Bell. I just had a phone shoved at me.
Well, just throw it back at them, you know?
So last night you asked a question on who was a good, basically throwback representation of Corbin. Right. And I came up with JBL as a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get what you're saying because I'll be honest, I mean, I've been watching wrestling since 1987, and I did not watch a lot of the JBL stuff because, you know, so maybe...
Yeah, it just made you want to just shut off your TV, and honestly, I hate Corbin to a point where it makes me want to do the same thing. Like, him and Shane are just driving me nuts.
Yeah, and I like them. I just think they should be featured in a smaller spot, a much smaller spot. But we got like one night there was like 2 days back to back of an hour and 20 minutes of these guys or something. So it was ridiculous. But yeah, I would take JBL over this though. I thought JBL was a whole lot better than, you know, Baron Corbin. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
By far.
Yeah, like this is the worst.
The level of suck is way under with Corbin.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you know, Corbin's not established like JBL was too, so it's different. But yeah, that's I would say for that time, yeah, that probably was the Baron Corbin of 2006 or 5 or whatever year that was. I don't even remember now. Thanks for the call. I appreciate that. I also missed I missed a donation. It was from who was it? Was it Corey Handler? I think it was Corey Handler. Mahajidin, thank you very much for subbing to the channel. I might have messed up your name. I'm barely reading it here. But Corey dropped the Justin Bailey Poopy donation, or the Mongoloid JB donation. He said Demon Balor versus Aleister Black would be a lit feud for the IC belt. It's such good shit. Yeah, the only problem is, to me is, by the way, we've reached our goal, $25.99. Thank you guys. Holy shit, man. We fucking reached our goal. We did it, Leah! Ah! Sorry. Yeah, the only problem is, like, I mean, I guess then Aleister Black has to win. You know, I mean, you would think Aleister Black would have to beat Finn Balor at that point.
A&W root beer float, please, with fresh hot fries, face savoring food.
Yeah, I would like one of those, Bry Guy. Can you provide one of those for me? I would like to have one of those. Yes, I am hungry. You also reminded me that I am hungry, and I'm going to go make food in a minute because I'm starving. So, Bry Guy, thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. Let's go back to the comments by Seth Rollins here, these ending comments.
A year, all right? That is top talent working over 150 matches a year, on top of all the travel, on top of all the media, on top of all the training, trying to stay in the best shape so we actually look like wrestlers, not some jabronis in gym shorts who get to a ring and do high spots, okay? So what we do, no one else does. The level that we work at constantly, no one else works at. And I dare anyone, anywhere, in any company on the planet to challenge me on.
Well said.
Well said. WWE Brand Fan 1, thank you for subscribing to the channel. What's up, man? Daily wrestling videos, daily podcasting, and we're live after every single WWE event, and we're live after every single AEW event as well, and we're live after every WWE NXT takeover. Bunch of stuff going up on the Patreon this week, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, so go check that out. Let me just check the chat out and see what else everybody's saying. See if there's anything we missed here. What's up, man? My ear is still screwing with me pretty bad, so that's why I'm not going to stream too long. Because after all the vibrating of talking fucks it up. I don't know why that is. Reading a script, Vince wrote him. Love the gimmick. You guys see Jimmy Corderas on Twitter. He's a goof. Yeah, Jimmy Corderas is a goof in real life. I've met him multiple times. Me and Corderas have had a few exchanges on interviews and things like that. Is Tommy going to be on Monetized Desk? No. Tommy is not. Tommy said he's taking a break or whatever. Jermaine Smith, why did you quit wrestling? I didn't really. I didn't mean to quit wrestling. What happened was while I was wrestling, I think I had wrestled Kofi Kingston and somebody else in New England Championship Wrestling. And a couple weeks later, my girlfriend way back in years ago, 2006 or something around, my girlfriend left me, and at the time I kind of lost my mind for 2 years. This is legitimately what happened. And people had booked me. I had gotten some bookings, and I just never went to them. And I ended up drinking and drinking and drinking for like weeks. And I kind of was drinking so much that I was like, I hope I die. You know what I mean? I know this is really dark, but I was kind of like, if I die, I die. Fuck it. I hate everything. I hate my life, and I want to be ended. And I spent 2 years drinking and barely working, kind of, but like drinking and working so I could drink, and then just meeting to like hooking up with girls was my goal all the time, but never to have a girlfriend. Don't have a girlfriend. Just want to hook up with girls, drink, and maybe I'll crash my car into a pole or something like that. So all of that, I stopped wrestling because of that. But, I grew up since I was a little kid talking into a microphone and a tape recorder, wanting to be on the radio and things like that, and do commentary for sports and things like that. So that was always something that came right away. But then on top of it, I always wanted to be a wrestler. So, to this day, I can do all the selling stuff, and I'd be a good manager or something like that. But, yeah, I don't know. I was really into it. I was in shape. I was doing all kinds of shit. I wrestled a lot of people that you see funny now. But yeah, it was really just that 2 years went by and I didn't even realize that. All of a sudden, 1 minute I'm wrestling, the next minute I was drinking every night, and then I just wasn't going to shows. And then what happened was I was on MySpace one night in 2007, and I happened to see Leah's, rest in peace to that YouTuber, man. I can't believe he killed, I guess he must have, he said he was going to kill himself, and he did, and I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so I saw Leah on MySpace, and I just happened to see her picture, and when I started talking to her, I was like, originally I was just kind of talking to her like I talked to every other random girl, to be like, yo, what's up? Come over. And she didn't, and then there was something different about her, and then when I met her, it was crazy, man. On the Edge, thank you for subbing to the channel. I just fell in love with Leah right away, and I was like, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to be dating any girls. I'm supposed to be just drinking and hooking up with girls, and I hate everything. But after 2 years, I finally snapped out of it, and it was because of Leah. It was weird. I didn't mean to do it. I just fell in love with her. It was crazy. And it was weird because I had met and hooked up with all these really just crazy chicks. There was some girls who were models and shit like that. It was insane. But I never called them again, really, other than that. And if people wanted to date me, I was like, no. So it was crazy. And then when I met Leah, though, I just was like, wow. It was to the point where I had 9 different girls who would call me for their little hookups and stuff like that. And I had to be stop calling me, whatever, and then hang, blocking numbers. It was freaking crazy. But I was out of my mind at that time. So anyway, I never went back to wrestling because I just was drinking every night. And all of a sudden, 1 week became 3 weeks, became 6 weeks, became a month, became a year. And before you know it, I was retarded. I was an idiot. It was crazy. It was 2 years, dude. I was an absolute mess of shit. And even at first with Leah, it took me about a year to come out of that with Leah. It was insane. That was 2006 to 2008. It was really rough. Crazy. Devious Dave Rose in the chat. Can't wait for All Out. F Vince. That's hilarious. No STDs, Turpa. Yeah, I can't believe it. Because I got tested several times for years to come after that. Yeah, I got tested several times. Can't believe it. I had a model. Yeah, I had a girl who was, she went on to become a ring girl in the UFC. She was like one of the ring girls in UFC. She like hold the sign and she was crazy. I still have a picture of her right now somewhere, but like I don't know. I don't want to show it because, I don't know, invasion of privacy or something. I don't know. But yeah, Leah basically saved my life. It's insane. But yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't wrestling anymore. Which is too bad, you know. I went back for a brief second, but didn't do too much. Yeah, I heard about the YouTuber that died, man. It's awful. Like, I know a lot of people listen to him. I know that he'd said threatened suicide several times in the past. And I thought maybe, like, hey, it's a stunt maybe, but it wasn't a stunt. So he really did, really ended up killing himself. So that sucks. A lot of people liked him. Just sucks, man. But I do got to get out of here. I got a bunch of shit I got to do. I got to get out of here. I'll be live after SmackDown. I'll see you guys then. Ryan Romano, yeah, I'm happy I wasn't aborted either. Good thing I made it to be alive, you know. My mother who raised me was great, too. It was awesome. Well, we reached our goal, too, of $25, so thank you guys for that. That was pretty fucking sick. I didn't think we'd even reach it because I didn't think I'd go this long anyway. So it happens, but you guys killed it. We will be live after SmackDown, assuming my ear holds up. My ear is still really awful. It hurts. I'm halfway through the antibiotics, so hopefully that works. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody's questions. I will try to answer more on SmackDown tonight. Ice Poseidon, you're a beast. Turpa, what up, Turpa? And we're at 387 patrons on Patreon. And I put up a question for that on Patreon for Morning Madness, which I'll be recording for tomorrow. So it will be up for you guys tomorrow morning, I believe. So listen for that if you're a patron. Shout out to My Son Champion. My Son Champion went from the $5 category to the $10 category. And I will be getting you guys your VIPs on Discord today. Also, 27 Freddie Mitchell from $2 to $25. And again, I'm sorry, I'm sick. As obviously, I've got this whole side of my face hurts and an infection. Ryan Murray. Shout out to Ryan Murray, who just became a $5 shit bum or a $5 Cronin Club patron on Patreon as well. So thank you to Ryan. And more stuff coming on the Patreon this week. Pray for my ear. Dave Rose, thank you. I agree. I need help with my ear, please. Hopefully SmackDown doesn't suck tonight. And we're going to find out. Hit me up on Twitter if you guys have anything to say at CorruptedPOD. Did they find the YouTuber's body? Yeah, I think they did under a bridge or something. I don't know. It was terrible. Yeah, I'm not taking too many painkillers. Actually, today's the first day I took ibuprofen. I haven't been taking it at all. But I am taking amoxicillin antibiotics. Kevin Carter thinks it's going to be a 1 out of 10 SmackDown tonight. Kofi's still going to throw pancakes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I wish Kofi come out like serious and he'd come out to that fucking Jamaican shit and just come out and kick some ass, man. I don't know. I won't watch, says XXX Tenacion fan for life. FWWE. Jesus. All right, guys. I will see you guys later tonight. Thanks for listening, and see you after SmackDown ends. If you want to become a patron, now's the time to do it. Send me some messages on Patreon.